Yeah, hey, so guys, I just wanted to post a quick video that um, because I just received a bit of news that in the past would have thrown me into absolute panic, absolute chaotic anxiety in the past. And I learned a technique that I wanted to share, and it's called accept the panic. That's it, basically, that's it, accept the panic. And it's part of the whole mindfulness group of trainings that, I didn't invent this to be honest. But the whole idea is this like in the past, such kind of news would have caused me to resist the reality as it seems to, because you get news and what happens is your mind tells you, oh, that's bad news, or why is it bad news? Because the future is going to be unfavorable for you and not what you want. So it will be something that you don't like and detrimental. That's what your mind is telling you. That's not necessarily what the truth is about the news. The news could just mean that it's a turning point to something better, but you haven't seen it that way. You know what I mean? But your conditioned response to such certain kind of news may always be like, you know what I mean? That's bad news, even though it's probably not. And so the whole thing with accepting the panic is like I don't know if you've ever had a panic attack, but I'm sure you've had an anxious anxiety, moments of anxiety, and the tendency is to like push them away, to resist them, to try and avoid them, to escape them somehow. Either frantically do something to fix the situation, or get drunk or distracted or somehow, or one or another, we want to escape this feeling of panic and anxiety. And if it catches us in the middle of, let's say, like a presentation at work, then all of a sudden it's just so bad because we can't seem to escape it. So we're kind of trapped. And so, whatever level of panic or anxiety that you've probably faced, or will face, or have faced, or are likely to face, just remember this: accept the panic. So it's not about fighting it, it's not about changing it, not about fixing it, not about healing anything. Simply accepting the panic, because then what that does is it makes you accept yourself as you are with this so-called bad news. You still accept yourself. You accept life as it is. In other words, you're okay with reality. You're not fighting the present moment. And then what that does is, especially if you're mindful and you're practicing mindfulness, is that you're able to pop back and watch the patterns that first of all triggered that panic and anxiety. Because the news is the news. Whatever piece of news I received may not necessarily be bad, but my systems, my old patterns and conditioning would immediately freak out and go, wow, that's bad news. So it's to be able to watch that trigger, watch how it performs, watch how it unrolls, how the cookie crumbles, and all that sort of stuff. And in that, being able to witness, because first of all, you've accepted yourself, you develop a new level of unconditional peace, unconditional love, unconditional self-acceptance, just by simply accepting the panic. And then also you develop wisdom, because now you can pop back, you have detachment, and so you are able to watch that pattern that used to rule you before, that you used to get attached to or resist, and used to form an identity, used to make you form an identity around it. Now you're no longer having attachment or resistance. You're no longer having an identity, or your identity driven by the panic and the anxiety and all this, and you're able to live through this event as a witness. And so that opens up so many doors. Not only do you stay in your power, you also stay in your place of peace, place of power. You're clear. Like right now, if I was still in those programmed, conditioned routines, I'll be doing really dumb stuff right now, trying to, I don't know, fix a situation that doesn't actually exist. Do you know what I mean? And but now, like it's the feeling is different. It's more like either I feel trust in myself and trust in life, trust in the universe, knowing that uh, the universe is benevolent, life is benevolent and kind, and if I'm not there, at least I can watch the pattern that is trying to tell me that that is not the case. So instead of just buying into the lie, I can witness the lie as it happens, and that makes me more free from it. So I thought I would share that with you because it's a really, really cool technique. It's part of mindfulness. It's just part of mindfulness. So if you haven't really got into the mindfulness training, please do, because it helps you throughout on everything every day. So I'm not talking about 5-10 minutes of meditation or mindfulness in the morning. I'm talking about mindfulness as a lifestyle. And So it's really cool. So get into it, mindfulness, and if ever you get any panic or worry or anxiety, before you try and fix it or figure it out, first accept it. Accept the panic. That changes everything, you know. That changes everything. That way you won't fall down. You'll stay up. So accept the panic. And remember, mindfulness is your friend. All right, thanks. I hope that's been useful. Bye.